Hey, hey, hey! It's time to do this class. I wanted to go live for the best part of this class. But if you are just joining me and you haven't watched the other couple videos, I would highly encourage you to do so. Why? Let me tell you why. Because the other videos that I posted on here, good morning, Tiffany, I'm glad you're with me. Thank you. The other videos that I posted on here are just a little bit about me, so you know why I'm here, how I got to this point, why I'm brave enough to speak about this topic. And so jump on there, watch that quick intro video, and then the other two videos are about the importance of the quality of the oil you use, why you should only be using Young Living essential oils on all your girl parts and your man parts. And then the next video is about hormonal support for us women. So I don't know about you, but hormones are pretty important. They kind of control everything. So take time to watch all of those videos. But now let's jump into the really good stuff. The really good stuff is here. So whether you're joining me live today or you are coming back and watching this later, that's totally fine. I'm just glad you decided to make it a priority to learn more about how to use essential oils in the bedroom. We're first going to talk about us women, and then we will join in and talk about the men. Jordan, I'm glad you're here with us too. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going back to my little black book because that is the one that Lucy Libido has shared with all of us BFFs. And so I love to use the script to help guide me in the conversation because I kind of go on a rabbit trail. But don't you worry, I'm going to give you the inside scoop on how I personally use some of this because I know that's really you really want. You want the real details. So here we go. There are Lucy's top picks for increasing libido. And the one that she chooses is ylang ylang. And that is this one. Okay, so a little bit about ylang ylang. If you've never smelled it, oh, I wish you were here with me because you could we'd pass this around. We'd all take a moment. Little side note, I put on my bright lipstick for you this morning. My Savvy Minerals Bright Pink because this is a bright moment to talk about sexy things in the bedroom. Okay, so anyway, we start with ylang ylang. Its power as an aphrodisiac has long been known. We've all known this or maybe heard about it. In Indonesia, the petals of the ylang ylang flower are scattered all over the bed for the newlywed couples on their wedding night. Isn't that beautiful? It's traditionally been viewed as a romantic flower and it has an alluring scent. Ylang ylang is one of the ingredients in Joy. If you've ever smelled our Joy or our Sensation oil. Millie, I'm so glad you're here too. Lucy says that it's especially wonderful because it increases the libido for women. And men, they tend to respond to this scent with liking it on their women. So it kind of draws those men to us. I mean, as if we need that, right? Ylang ylang is a bright yellow flower that grows in Ecuador. The petals are picked early in the morning to maximize the amount of oil that comes out. The oil increases feelings of happiness, adoration, romance, and it calms your mind. We all need a bottle of ylang ylang on this bright Monday morning. I don't know about you, but I do. Its calming effect can even impact your blood pressure just a tad bit to help you feel more zen, more balanced. Lucy says to use this oil in the diffuser to prepare the room or as an inner thigh potion and to increase the desire. Or you could add it to a lube just to make it smell pretty. Because, let's be honest. We want the intimacy to smell pretty. What I love about these oils, too, is that you can have nonverbal communication with your significant other, spouse, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you got going on. That's none of my business. I'm just here to tell you what you can use. So nonverbal communication between my husband and I looks like me putting some oil in a diffuser or him putting an oil in the diffuser while maybe we're prepping the kids for bedtime or maybe whatever you got going crazy at your house. Sometimes, there's not much time to just talk private. So if you smell that alluring scent in your diffuser, oh my goodness, I know what's ahead. I better go take a shower or a bath or have some time to shave my legs, whatever. But I think it's a really powerful thing. Yeah, you can light a candle too, but make sure that candles are ones that you don't have all the funk. Candles are not so good if you've got the toxic candles in your house. But I'm sure you're smart and you've already chucked those to the trash and you've got the good candles that are not bad for your body. So let's build it up. Anyway, I told you I got to stick to this script or I get a little bit digression. Valor. Who's tried Valor? Raise your hand, give me a heart if you've ever tried Valor. Valor is so popular because for so many reasons, for the men and the women. But right now, let's talk about the women. Valor contains oils that stimulate the limbic area of your brain. It helps you to relax and it promotes feelings of confidence and courage. This is a perfect choice to use liberally throughout your day to help when to bring your stress levels down. In the bedroom, it smells amazing diffused. You can wear Valor over your heart, over your wrist, over the back of your neck. Thank you for the heart, Tiffany. Thank you. Okay, if Valor could talk, she would say, don't worry, it's going to be okay. Valor contains spruce, rosewood, blue tansy, and frankincense. Valor helps me or you feel confident about whatever is imminent. So as you can feel self-assured during the day, in the office or at home with your kids, you can also feel confident when you're walking into the bedroom later that night. So I use it for me as a homeschool mama. Some days you don't want to get out of bed and you just want to feel like courageous and brave. And so Valor is oftentimes my perfume. So you can use it that way too. The next one, Clary Sage. This is a girl's best friend, and I am learning more about it myself recently, and I've been using it nightly, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Clary Sage is one of the main oils that helps with PMS. I talked in my other video about using Dragon Time for PMS. So this oil is in the Dragon Time blend. It helps balance the hormones. Like another blend is Sclerescence and Lady Sclerol. Right around that red time of the month, your estrogen levels take a dive drastically. This is part of the reason why you feel you need to break down crying when your eyeliner doesn't go on straight, or when you put on your clothes and they fit too tight, or they're not just right and you can't find what to wear. It's because your estrogen levels are low. So it's all about libido. How does that tie in? Well, it's really cool. You see, a woman naturally feels more in the mood when her estrogen levels are higher. This is because your estrogen levels are highest when you're ovulating. So we're more in the mood during that time. We are designed to feel more in the mood when we are fertile. It's how we were made, which is so cool, I think. As we age, though, our estrogen level drops. One sign of low estrogen level is vaginal dryness down south. Applying Clary Sage to your inner thighs and below the navel helps to increase natural lubrication. Clary Sage Vitality, remember in the other video I talk about the vitality importance of knowing the difference. Vitality is the oils that we can put internally in our body. So the Clary Sage Vitality is helpful, and it says that if you take a couple drops of that daily, it can help you be more naturally juicy and frisky. You can add it to your daily routine. Now, how have I been personally using it? Clary Sage for me, I did a little research on it in my essential oils desk reference and found that it also helps with just being restless at night and not being able to go to sleep or stay asleep. And so sleep is super important for all of us, no matter if you're in the bedroom or not. Talking about that topic, sleep's just crazy important. And so I've been putting Clary Sage along the arch of my foot, up and down, and then on my bottom of my big toe every night to help with restless sleep. All right, Joy is next. Oh man, Joy was originally named Love. The oils in Joy stimulate the brain's sense for love and affection. Diffusing this is a great way to invite the mood. If you don't love the aroma of Joy, which some people don't because it is very floral, I would say try blending it with lemon to make it brighter, or blend it with Clary Sage to make it more earthy, more grounded. The oil can be used aromatically and topically to raise the frequency and to increase feelings of love. It is fantastic in love lubes or in inner thigh potions. So if you're like, okay, Erica, you're talking about all these love lubes and blah, 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 where do you get those recipes? I remember I told you the first person to enroll and join our team after this class is going to get a free Lucy Libido book. And she has all kinds of great recipes in the back. That's the doctor's research, sorry. There's all kinds of goodness in this book. So it's not just education, it's also the education of how to use it, where to put it, recipes, and then some of the doctor's research on the hormone stuff. So super cool. For me personally with Joy, I started wearing Joy years ago as a perfume because my husband said, honey, I don't like you smelling it. honestly, he might not have been that nice. He actually said, honey, I don't like you smelling like toxic chemicals. And I said, well, I like to smell pretty. He said, but you're cleaning out the toxins and wearing perfume. And I said, I know, because I like to smell pretty. He said, find a oil that you like and wear that instead. I'm like, okay. That's why we're called Little by Little, because it's little by little things, and then you learn, and then you put it into action. So I started using Joy, and I would put it a couple drops, just two drops on my wrist like this, and then just like you wear perfume, I'd put a couple drops here and then put it on my neck. So if you struggle with feelings of feeling blue, down in the dumps, Joy might be what you need. And at the first smell, you might say, ooh, but really your brain is saying, give me more. You might just need to slow down on the amount of Joy in your diffuser and add a little more lemon or a little more clary sage until you can balance out the love for Joy, because eventually you will love it. Don't worry. All right, the next oil, Sensation. Can I say, oh my wow, pow! Sensation is amazing. This is one you won't want to be without. And I don't say that without saying, remember, I've tried all of this. So the next oil we're going to talk about is surprisingly sensational. And like something else we're talking about, it starts with the letter S. This little secret is Sensation. Sensation is an alluring blend of ylang-ylang, rosewood, and jasmine. It smells a little bit like Joy, but a little bit softer because it contains geranium. This gives Joy a strong floral scent. Or less geranium, I'm sorry. So this one has less geranium. More geranium in here, that's why it smells so florally, and less in here. That's probably why I prefer this one over this one. Like I use this one more. But this can be worn as a perfume. It creates a mood of flirtation and tenderness. Not a lot of people know about this oil, so you know the secret. But it's named that for a reason. It's simply sensational. Sensation can be used aromatically to set the tone in the bedroom. When your mister smells it in the air, he will know what he is in for. It smells so soft and sweet on your chest. It's fantastic for inner thigh potions and in love lubes. If I will tell you a secret, Lucy says that sensation is so powerful and yet so mild that it can be used with very little dilution directly on your lovey-dovey lady bits. And oh my, there's a reason that it's called sensational. Did you want to know more details? I don't know. Shoot me a heart or something if you want more, but that's enough. I think you get the point. If you like massive explosions in the bedroom, then that is an oil that you would want to look into, because sometimes, let's be honest, people, sometimes your mind can't stop racing, but you need to get to that moment. And so these oils will help you get there, and Sensation is definitely one of those you want. I think you got the drift. Alrighty now, ladies, let's talk about Cypress. Cypress is one of the Lucy's all-time favorite oils. She calls Cypress the thigh master. I know, right? Woo! It's her favorite oil to use in inner thigh potions for the bedroom. It can be used for men and it can be used for women, but we talk about it for here with the women because it's a must-have to help the ladies get swollen in your floodgates. In your floodgates. Yes, I said it. The reason Lucy loves Cypress so much between the sheets is because Cypress stimulates blood flow and circulation in your body. Blood flow is kind of a big deal when we're talking about squirming beneath the covers, right? If you need help getting engorged, then Cypress is your friend. Lucy says if you want him standing at attention like a saluting Navy SEAL, which we all want that, then guess what? That's going to depend a lot on the blood flow. And likewise, a super duper, oh my wow, explosions for the woman depend a lot upon blood flow as well. Is somebody talking about me because my nose is itching? All right, so do you see the pattern? Cypress equals blood flow equals magic. So you can apply a few drops to your inner thighs. You can mix it with your other favorites, but whatever you do, don't forget the Cypress. And I agree with Lucy 1000%. Cypress is an amazing oil for both you and your significant other. There you go. Okay, orange oil. Ooh, I just love orange. I can't ever have enough. We call this our happy oil in our house. Let's see. Orange is like a drop of happiness in a bottle. Orange is a bright oil. Orange becomes light and happiness. It welcomes light and happiness. Orange brightens your mood, lifts the spirits, energizes your mind, and creates a feeling of just bliss. That's what we all need. Think of a summer childhood days when you're playing in the water or eating bright popsicles out in the sun. For the adult, orange helps to let go of your stress and enjoy being in the moment. We all probably struggle with that one. This oil opens the energy point in your pelvic area, and this energy point is associated with pleasure, creativity, and sensuality. Orange is an aphrodisiac oil that helps you to let go of your grown-up problems and embrace sexuality and fun. Orange is awesome for frigidity. It can help you relax if you have a low libido due to a bit of anxiety. It's a fantastic oil when mixed with a floral like ylang ylang or with an equalizer like cypress or clary sage. It can be used in the diffuser to help you chill or on your inner thighs to help you unwind and let go. Orange is also good for your man because it increases the glutathione levels. This is because orange contains high levels of citral and D-limonene, which stimulate the glutathione production in the liver. Glutathione is one of the necessary components of a nice frozen popsicle. You get it? So low levels of glutathione are linked to melting creamsicles. We don't want that one. Yes, orange. I love it, Jordan. In and outside of the bedroom for so many reasons, for sure. So aside from smelling like a carefree summer ice pop, it will support his big stick as well. So Lucy recommends using several drops near the liver if that's needed. So if you want to talk more about glutathione and all that goodness, message me privately. We can talk about that. Alrighty, ladies, we blasted through those lady oils. I'm so excited. Now let's talk about the oils for the men because we need to support both of us, right? So for the men, let's just be fun and spice the class up. I brought my glasses back for you. There you go. It's a lot more fun when we're all here to laugh together, so I have to keep you all spiced up. So let's talk about Mr. Mr. is next. This will support your main squeeze. Let's talk about it. This oil supports healthy testosterone levels, which men need to be stalwart in the bedroom. You can apply Mr. to his ankles, to the front and the back of the pelvis. Thanks, Tiffany. Lucy says to apply daily for optimal prostate performance. It smells quite nice, actually, and it's really soothing in the bath or worn as a cologne. Ironically, women need certain levels of testosterone too, although not nearly as much as men. We need more estrogen and progesterone. When those levels fall too low, we get kind of cuckoo bird grumpy. Well, occasionally that insane irritability can also happen when your estrogen levels are too high. So that could be you, and your testosterone could be too low. I know it sounds kind of crazy not to have enough testosterone, but we women need it too. For women who are estrogen dominant, adding estrogen to their lives, even if it's natural, doesn't make them more balanced, obviously. So, some women have found that Mr. is actually good for them and has helped with hot flashes and mood swings. Women who tend to feel more balanced using Mr. fall into the category of being estrogen dominant, and they tend to be older than 30. But that's not a hard, fast rule. If you find that the typical female balancing oils do not make you feel any better, then you should give Mr. a try. It's what was made for a man is actually an oil that can swing both ways. So, in my previous video, I talked about the importance of journaling when you're starting a new oil, and especially when you're working with any hormone oils. And so that's another reason why, because you might not see any changes, or you might see good or bad. It just depends on each individual chemical makeup of your body. All of our bodies are different. So don't be discouraged. If you're like, this didn't work for me, then that means you might need to switch. But I would give it 90 days unless you see something drastic in the first week and you're like, yeah, this one isn't going to do it because I'm having this or that. But that's why you have to write it down. So writing it down, and then if you fall into that category, please give Mr. a try. Now, personally, well, I can speak for my husband. I have not used Mr. for me, but he wears this daily. He takes 3 drops of Mr. and 3 drops of Shutron, and he puts that on his man parts. And I know that's a lot of information for you, but here's how it goes. All of our men's love stones don't need to be producing anything or growing anything that shouldn't be growing there, right? And so to keep things balanced and in the right places and all nothing growing, we want to use our oils to support ourselves. And so these two are what he uses. He uses that daily for that. But he also wears these two together as a cologne. So he smells good all over his body. But a couple drops on the wrist or the neck, your man will smell amazing. So just as he made me kick out my perfume, he had to kick out his cologne too, and all of those things that smell stinky and are toxic and do not build up any of our immune systems. So it was it's not something we did overnight, remember? So don't be overwhelmed right now if you're like, oh my goodness, we have to clean out everything in our lives. You do not. But hang in there with me, okay? You can do it, and we're here to be your new BFFs and cheer you on. Next is Idaho Blue Spruce. And I don't have that one currently. It's one that sells out fast. So let's talk about it, though. It smells so good. We mean that this oil is for your main man. He can wear it to have sex, to make sex more awesome for you. I'm serious. So let's face it. When intimacy is better for you, it happens more often for him. That's something that Mr. Libido wants to pass along to all of the men out there. Mr. Libido has an oil that he really likes, and it's called Idaho Blue Spruce. It really does spruce him up in a very good way. It helps a guy stay firmer longer so that you can enjoy yourself longer too. It's a natural version of the little blue hexagon. You get it? Okay. This sprucing oil is like a military call to stand at attention. It can be used with coconut oil as a lubricant or mixed as an inner thigh potion. Here's the nice thing about it. Your man soldier isn't left with any unmanageable salutes that can happen with other things, right? It naturally wears off soon after playtime, but it keeps things going longer and helps with firmness. We won't promise any actual numbers, but let's just say maybe... Oh, these aren't good enough. We need a bigger one here. This is funny. I forgot to get this out. Sorry, my chair sounds like I passed gas, but I didn't. Alrighty, here we go. This is your man before Idaho Blue Spruce. This is your man after Idaho Blue Spruce. Feel free to keep a picture of this one. I know, right? There you go. So everybody needs Idaho Blue Spruce in their lives, for sure. Next, let's see. Well, okay, we got to finish up with obviously the results of it's going to vary. Every man's body will react differently to various oils, but Lucy recommends using Idaho Blue Spruce in a warm-up session. Always dilute oils the first time that you use them and spot test them on your forearm before you're applying them to your yin and your yang. Once you spot test it on the arm, you may apply them to his lower shaft. You may apply this to his lower shaft of his soldier and around his love stones. Lucy says to avoid the eye of the one-eyed snake. Oils don't go in your eye, even snake eyes. For more soldier support, he can take 5 to 8 drops of Idaho Blue Spruce daily as a dietary supplement to support rockin' testosterone and saluting performance. Did I get through that all right? Alrighty. Thank you. All right. Next, I have Goldenrod, and I don't actually have it right now. My team member and I switched oils after the last class on accident. So she has mine and I have hers. So let's just tell you a story about Goldenrod. Once upon a time, there was a man named Goldenrod. The oil from the flowering top of the plant was found to improve circulation and aid in the urinary tract. According to the University of Montreal in Canada, it was also found to help with deflated hoses and firmness of, well, you know, that male body part we've come to refer to around here as the soldier. Lucy told her friends about this blessed oil's useful advantages, and they gave it a try. Her friends reported back an increase in firmness using Goldenrod topically as well as internally. Lucy teases that she loves Goldenrod so much that she refers to it as Golden Rod, because truly golden plus rod, well, that's what it does. This is very good news for those who want a little more gold in their rod. You can use Goldenrod topically in a soldier topically in a soldier in Lovestone massage, or mixed in an inner thigh love potion. You can choose to take up to 3 drops in a capsule too if you want. This oil is also generally regarded as safe for internal use. So there you have it. I got through that one. I'm doing awesome. Alrighty, we have 3 more oils to talk about, and then we're finishing up this class. Can you believe it? Alright, so nutmeg is another blood pumping must-have for your mister. Technically, it can be used on you ladies too. But we've seen the best results using it for the guys. Would you have ever thought nutmeg? I wouldn't. But nutmeg is energizing. It has energizing properties that stimulate both physical and sexual energy. Some people report feeling wired after using or diffusing or ingesting nutmeg, and it can be comparable to a caffeine kick depending on your body's chemistry. Nutmeg is an aphrodisiac in more than one way. Emotionally, it stimulates energy, and physically, it increases circulation. Simply put, this oil is the king of vasodilation. There you go. Vaso equals blood vessels, and dilation equals making bigger. Put 2 and 2 together, and I think you can do the math. So we all need some nutmeg. It is so stimulating that it may have negative effects when used in excessive amounts. So don't go all crazy, guys. Don't be drinking a whole bottle in hopes you will transform into Captain America, okay? If energy and stamina in the bedroom are what you are after, then try this fun little recipe called Lucy's Perky Pellet. Grab your pins. Here we go. It's the result of some fun time trial and error in her research group. You need 5 drops of Idaho blue spruce, 3 drops of goldenrod, 3 drops of nutmeg, put it into a capsule, and 10 drops of olive oil. Have him take it 10 to 30 minutes prior to go time for optimal dilation. Have fun. Don't tell me I never told you something special, because that was special. Alrighty, next is Hung Kwai or Hung Kwao. I'm not quite sure. This is an oil that I actually got at our Taiwan headquarters. I wanted to get something that was only grown in Taiwan, special from Young Living. And so while I was at Taiwan headquarters, I picked it up. So yeah, isn't that cool? It comes from Taiwan. Alrighty. So remember earlier when we talked about how it's more important to feel confident than it is to feel like a model? That was in one of my prior videos. Super important to feel confident than like feeling like you're a supermodel. Well, Hung Kwai is often called confidence in a bottle. With the highest sesquiterpene content of all of our aphrodisiac oils, Hung Kwai is like inhaling liquid confidence. So if you struggle with having confidence in the bedroom, this is for you. Hung Kwai is distilled from the trees that grow on the steep rainforest mountaintops of Taiwan. I imagine that whoever could get up there to retrieve these trees must have already had some liquid confidence given to them from their Tarzan ancestors. Who else could have so much confidence and courage to ascend to the tops of the earth for such a priceless oil? They probably have developed grappling muscles from climbing the mountaintops. So emitting this scent of deep, woodsy pheromones, they can captivate their ladies like Mr. Libido. But I'm digressing. Okay, so Hinoki and Hung Kwai are both cousins. Hinoki comes from the Japanese cypress. There are 2 masculine oils that are members of the cypress family. So remember how much we love our cypress oil? So Hinoki oil and Hung Kwai both are also cypress oils. Remember, cypress equals what? Does anybody want to answer? Circulation, right? Blood pumping oil. It's a blood pumping oil. So you can use this on your inner thighs or add a few drops to any lube, serum, or love potion for him. Lucy's Soldier Serum is a lube that gives slip to both partners, but starts on him for maximum blood flow. You can use your Hung Kwai or your Hinoki depending on if it's seasonally available. So whichever one is available. Some of these oils, like goldenrod, they are only in stock for like a season of the year because it's seasonal oil. And so when it's made and it's done and it's sold out, because all of us ladies that have gone through these classes, we know the power of the oil, we might order more than one. And then they go bye-bye for a year. So when you see it in stock, grab your oil. All right, we have 2 more to go. Shutron is probably my favorite. Oh, it's just smells so manly and it smells sexy to me. So I have saved the best for last. Oh, not two. We have one more. This is my last one to tell you about. Okay, I know you're really excited to make some of Lucy's recipes because you are ready to grab your kit and get your free Lucy book, right? But we have one more oil that I must share, and it's Shutron. Shutron is formulated for the man to wear to help turn on the lady. It's a little bottle of sweet-smelling pheromones wafting into the hidden parts of your brain, stimulating your naughtiest imagination. Once you realize what Shutron can do for you, then it becomes worth every penny. It smells really, really attractive. Now, what does Shutron do for your man? Well, let's just say it's loaded with Idaho blue spruce, which we all know is like the little blue hexagon of happiness. It makes sense that Idaho blue spruce is a key ingredient in Shutron. It also contains hinoki, the Japanese cypress, and ylang ylang for male-female energy. He can wear it daily, like a cologne, to support healthy testosterone levels and boost confidence. He can use Shutron topically on the forearms or his inner thighs. Try applying a drop to his shaft and rub it in, and oh girls, you will love your Shutron man. And I don't say that lightly. I am very serious. I know personally. You only need one drop. So there you have it. That is all of our men and women oils. Now that we've gone over that, I would love any questions. For those of you that are live with me, if you want to comment below, I don't see any comments coming through. But if you have a comment, ask me a question. This is your time. I'll let you think if you have any questions. While you're going through your thoughts and taking your notes, I will go over one more time how you can get started at getting these oils. Because once you have the information, you want to put the information into practice and you're ready to do it. So if you're already on our team, the smartest way would be to use your Essential Rewards order this month or next month. Fill up your cart with the oils that we've talked about and decide, I always say, little by little, think about what are you going to focus on? Your hormones first, or maybe a hormone, or maybe there's an oil for you and there's an oil for your man. Shutron is one that I would say to start with for your man. And that one, there's a whole line of the Shutron soap, the Shutron shave oil for your guys, the aftershave cologne, or not cologne, but it's just a lotion, I believe. But anyway, all of the Shutron line for the men, I highly recommend all of it. And what a great way to love on your main squeeze. So if you're already on our team, add that to your Essential Rewards order and get these oils for you and your lover. There you go. And then if you're not on our team yet and you've finished the class and you're like, okay, now what do I do? Don't you worry, we're not going to leave you hanging. I will post a link here in the class for you, and you can jump on there and learn more if you want. So I have a website. You can go to the website if you want to research more. And for those of you that are like, nope, I've got this. I want my kit. I want to get started. So if you're over here in Okinawa with us, then you could jump on and we can help walk you through the military starter kit. If you're in America and you're watching this, there's a lot of kits that you can start with. So choose the kit that's best for you. All of them are going to give you a wholesale membership, and that means you get 24% off of retail price for the rest of your life. There's no hang-ups, there's no gimmicks, there's no mandatory annual fee. You don't have to resubscribe to your membership or anything. That $165 for the starter kit, it comes with a diffuser and all of the oils and a lifetime membership. Even if you choose the $35 basic kit, that's getting you a membership for a lifetime. But if you are on here and watching this class and you have a friend that invited you to this class, reach out to them now and say, what is your member number? I would like to join with a kit, but I would like to use your member number. So don't worry if you're on our team and you invited a friend, then you would be a good friend to share your member number with them so that they can get their kit and get started on adding these oils either to their first order or to their Essential Rewards order because they're genius like you. Any questions? Alrighty. It was my honor to teach this class to you. I will keep this class open for the next few days. By the end of Thursday morning, our time, Wednesday night, America time, you have time to ask questions. Check out the rest of the videos if you haven't. They'll be here until Wednesday night America time, Thursday morning Okinawa time, and then I'm going to take it all back. And so I would like for you to grab your kits before then so that you don't miss out on a free book. That first person is going to get that free book. I can't wait. Don't worry, the rest of you that get a kit are going to get blessings too, because I just love to give presents. Presents are my love language. And you can have some fun little, look at this. This is a little recipe that I made that I'm almost out of that came from the Lucy book. And it's just a little love. It helps, I don't even remember this one. But it's helping prep your area beforehand to be ready and engorged in the right places. That's all you need to know about that. All right, have a lovely Monday or Sunday night wherever you are. I am so honored to talk about this topic with you. It was super fun. Have a great day.